I'm Christelle, the co-founder and CEO of Codi. Codi is the first company to offer daytime workspaces in private homes, giving people the opportunity to walk to work wherever they live, in their own neighborhoods. For a remote worker, you're able to find a place within walking or biking distance of your home. You get a change of scenery, you get more motivated, less lonely, less isolated. You feel much more productive by having a separation between work and life than having everything blurred together in your home. And the big difference between that and a traditional co-working space is that you don't have to commute, which is the whole point of remote work. For hosts, they can make passive income out of just sharing their living room or dining room during the day. Our goal is to provide 30 to 50% of your rent or mortgages with this passive income. Our big vision is to provide Codi for any employee across the globe. Like, we want anyone to be able to walk to work instead of commuting, but also build community with other remote workers in their neighborhoods or co-workers who live nearby. So the goal of Codi is to provide this incredible employee benefit for companies who want to support remote work. I'm a city planner and environmental engineer. I'm obsessed with circular economies and neighborhoods. When I started to work from home, I felt isolated and frustrated. I wanted to be with other people and get out of my house. I wanted change of scenery. And co-working spaces and offices were only downtown because of zoning. In our residential areas, there's no real space to work outside of the coffee shop. And that's how Codi was born. Quickly, my favorite workspace became other people's homes. And I got to meet Dave, who's a startup veteran and is now my co-founder and CTO. He spent more than 20 years in software engineering and management and loves remote work. For him, commute is really painful, and this concept helps eliminate commute and all the time spent by people in a car. We're excited to have raised additional funding recently and closed our first enterprise partnership. Companies are embracing flexible work. We just made a leap in the future of 5-10 years with COVID. And as they are embracing flexible work, they see in Codi as a valuable employee benefit to help boost productivity, but also support the employees locally. There are 3 different urban challenges that Codi helps solve. The first one is eliminating wasteful commutes. That only is 2 tons of carbon emissions per employee per year. The second urban challenge that we help solve is local economies. So our model helps increase local economies by 2.3x. And last is housing affordability. And that's how I started the company. It helps provide passive income for local residents who live in the space and can share their homes, dining room and living rooms typically, only during the day. We started in Berkeley and Oakland in the East Bay 2 years and a half ago. And then we expanded to San Francisco and been in operations in San Francisco for the past 2 years and a half. We're currently expanding to New York City because we have that great enterprise partner who wants to work with us. And there we're gonna open Codis for them in different neighborhoods all around Manhattan. So a couple of Codis in Brooklyn and then Manhattan and Jersey City. And that's a great excuse for us to actually launch New York City as well. We have more companies asking us to open locations there, as well as Austin, Seattle, LA, Chicago. There's a lot of other cities. Urban Innovation Fund has been amazing. They have been supporting us from day one to now since they invested. They helped us secure additional funding, hire top talent, but also provide moral support, especially during this crazy time with COVID. They've always been very supportive and optimistic. In terms of regulations, we have a business that is deeply ingrained in cities and have blurred kind of regulations around it. So they helped us navigate that as well. Remote work is here to stay because companies want to attract and retain the best talent, and it's more and more competitive to do so. A lot of data showed recently that employees want to stay remote. They want to avoid commuting hours like they used to do. And so to be able to do that, to attract the best talent, companies have to adopt flexible work and remote work.